Toyzilla. As always, I am your voice of Toyzilla Live, Mr. Kapow, aka Michael Pao. With me, as always, is the Chibizilla himself, Dahveed.
Yeah.
And tonight's guest, we have artist Jeff Victor with us, and we're going to be talking about. Wait, what are we going to be talking about?
We're going to be talking about Chibi. Chibi. And everything. What is Chibi? That's the question, first of all. And this goes back. This is a Japanese term, which goes back. I'll tell you what it actually means. Now, the reason it's so pertinent today, there's two reasons. First is because, Mel, if you have the very first photo, I know we all are dying to talk about this. This is a very pertinent topic on today's agenda in today's world. It's a character known.
I think I have a feeling I know what you're going to bring.
Yes.
Picture number one.
Picture number one. We're doing everything in order.
I don't know what's going on at all, and I think I already know already too.
You already know what character we're talking about?
Pretty
Okay.
sure. Pretty sure.
When you think of Chibi, when you think of cute, the only thing everyone's talking about now is Baby Yoda. Now this
I
character
thought
is.
we were talking about Norms from Cheers.
Okay. Enough with
that's
that.
my
Enough with
Chibi.
that. That's not actually what we're talking about. But
They need to make a Funko version of the Cheers line.
we're talking cute Chibi and super deformed today on Toyzilla.
Just look at that little guy.
He's adorable. You can't resist that face, that innocence, and he's got a force about him. Whatever it is, it pulls at you.
Yes.
So we're talking cute, cuddly, chibi, super deformed, whatever you want to call it, because of not only Baby Yoda, but his name's not really Baby Yoda. But we have the
We
startup
don't
company.
know what's name is yet.
I haven't seen. I don't have Disney
It could
Plus.
be
so
Kevin or
Larry.
Hank,
Yeah, we don't
Barry,
The merchandise labeled him as
the child. Yeah,
the child. The child.
I like to call him
It's vague. It's
Manda.
vague.
I like to call it Manda. Combination of Mandalorian and Yoda.
All it
Manda.
matters is he's damn cute. He or she. We don't even know. Or maybe it's not
he.
gender.
Well, they
did say he? Okay,
last
don't
few
spoil it.
episodes-
No spoilers on today's show. Okay, so we're talking now. There's three reasons for Chibi as the topic of tonight's episode. One is we have a super Chibi, super deformed star with us here, Jeff, whose artwork you'll see very shortly is very inspired by the cute and the cuddly. And then third is if you'll throw up the second picture, throw up. That sounded gross. That's not cute. But we are talking about Chibiramas from the new startup company Toyzilla, with the very first Chibi announced being Dr. Stone. So if you know the series, the anime series Dr. Stone on Crunchyroll, it's right now doing very well. It's still kind of a niche anime series. We'll probably talk about Dr. Stone
It's
in
one of
another
the
episode.
hottest animes of the
But
season.
it's pretty darn hot, yeah. And it's revolutionary for its being basically like people compare it to Bill Nye, the Science Guy, because it educates you as well as entertains you. So it's pretty good series. So if you did we see what it was? Yeah, Dr. Stone is the Chibirama. We've got for the launch of the Kickstarter campaign. Now, news flash, if you don't know, this is a Chibirama from Vietnam. We are going to later be doing an unboxing and assembly live on the show to see your skills at putting this together. I'm actually not participating, but I will kind of supervise the two of you putting these together and see how quickly you can do it.
All right, we'll see.
All right.
If it takes too long, though,
We got
Very
I don't know.
Things.
We only have a 1 hour show here, so we're gonna move fast.
we got Nikki in chat saying his name is Kid Mando, and Quentin saying what's up.
Hey, cool. Okay, so do we already see the image of Dr. Stone? I don't know. We got it up. If we did, great. I wanted to introduce what these packagings are going to look like. That's photo number 3. Because it looks, from the early photos, yeah, there you go. It looked like it would be a box that would show off the figure already assembled. Now, I found out just lately that actually what it's going to be is you have to assemble it to make it look like that, but once you do, you pull back a sleeve, and then you can position your Chibirama in the box, showing off the assembled figure. So, and with the diorama. So it's actually kind of cool. It's a cool concept.
Yeah, that's
You know, this might just be giving Funko a run for its money. We'll see. If not, it's still going to be pretty new and innovative, and I think you should probably get your hands on it. But we're gonna do the speed challenge with the actual Chibirama here in a moment. This is something on the market.
Price point wise,
price point wise,
decent.
It's gonna be between $10 and $20. These ones in Vietnam we found out were actually only about $7, which is pretty cheap for something, this size.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's really cool.
you can hear that, right? Yeah. Wow. Okay, so I'm excited about
you
that.
Bought it.
Yeah, we got this straight from Vietnam. It came over, someone flew it over, so we'd have it first thing, which is exciting. But Jeff, let's talk a bit about your work.
Okay.
Now, I know you're here in LA. I know because you actually walked into our store and bought a lot of DC Superpowers figures, like mint on the card.
I was just wandering around my city. I live in this town of Alhambra, and I just kind of wandered in, and I saw Superpowers, which I had as a little kid, and it hadn't even occurred to me to buy them on the card, and I just saw you had a whole bunch of them, and they were affordable, and I thought, you know what, I don't need this month's rent, so I just
there you go.
I blew it all. Thank you very much.
No problem. That's why you're sleeping out front now of the store.
No, but I'm incredibly grateful for you for having them, and you gave me a good deal, and I have them all displayed on my shelf. I'm at home, and I'm so happy.
Well, you might want to speak a little close to the mic.
Yeah, sure. It just really brought back my childhood, and I really I love looking at them. So thank you.
Hey, Toyzilla is for you.
And I gotta say, and you're not paying me at all to say this, but Toyzilla is the best collectible store I've ever been to.
Oh,
period.
There you
it's
go.
Fantastic, and I'm coming here all the time now. So
thank you. No, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah.
we got Tony in chat saying hello, fellas, and Quentin's actually asking something slightly off topic, but he just wants to know: did anybody see the Funko Iron Maiden Eddie series?
Yes, gruesome. Now it does tie into our today's topic because Funko Pops are supposed to be cute and cuddly, but then they often take off ones that are very gruesome, and try to, Chibi-eyes them. And I thought those were pretty scary, even though they were squashed down and supposedly cute. But those designs are kind of gruesome. I don't know if you saw it today. I saw it when it popped up. But I wanted to ask you, I didn't know when you walked in. I have seen your art many times before, online, as well as I think I saw your books somewhere. But before I realized it was you, and I didn't connect it. But definitely at Designer Con, you had all your artwork up.
That's right.
Your prints were kind of flying off the shelf. I saw like people buying them, and it was like, wow, these are awesome.
Yeah, I had a Baby Yoda print that I set out.
Dude, I bet.
I was surprised at the speed of Baby Yoda and Mandalorian stuff being pushed out at Designer Con. What, a week or two after we saw it?
It was funny because Designer Con started on a Friday, and I realized on, I think, Wednesday, I thought, oh my God, I bet everyone's going to have Mandalorian stuff, and I'm the one that's going to be left in the dust.
Yeah.
So I did something. Did something that night, went to the printer, had it printed out, lickety split, and had it ready to go.
Dang.
You were fast. You're like South Park fast,
Yeah, when I need to be,
Do we have any images?
Let's throw up your first image. We've got of the Baby Yoda. No, let's just put up 04. That show. This is my favorite because I love Masters of the Universe.
Yes.
I thought your Skeletor and your He-Man were awesome.
Yeah. Oh,
because now Skeletor, should he really be a big buff dude or should he be like skeletal, like a skeleton?
That's a good question.
I liked your interpretation of him, and I loved
Skeletor.
Everyone in
and
Eternia
He-Man.
is buff.
This is
Yes,
Skeletor.
I know.
Everyone
They
is
all have the exact same physique, yeah.
But-
This is Skeletor and He-Man in like preschool.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. That's what Chibi, is kind of based on. It's childlike, innocent, sort of.
Yeah, even Battle Cat is a kitten.
Battle Cat's a kitten, Yeah, I mean they're roughly like toddlers, I would say,
about 4 or 5 years old.
4 or 5, yeah. But I thought that was adorable, and we do have a Skeletor in the store here, who's guarding our entrance. If you put up the next photo, 5, that is our Chibi Skeletor.
This is by Loyal Subjects, isn't
By
it?
the Little Subjects, yeah. It's a really cool Skeletor, and it's actually for sale right now.
That's awesome.
For the holidays.
Look at those.
You can get them 20% off. So there you go.
So if you want to get a Skeletor guarding your living room
And your
or
Christmas tree.
entranceway, there
Yeah.
you go.
You got one. But yeah, no, that's an interesting trend that we have now with chibis, I think, and
I
it's
just got an idea. Put it next to your kid, like tuck it in next to your kid. And they wake up next to Skeletor.
Good God.
yeah, that's pretty horrible.
That's a few years of
well,
therapy
the
right there.
Skeletor was actually inspired by an actual cadaver, which I don't know. Yes,
I did not
in a fun house. Watch the Toys That Made Us on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, another plug, but we're not being paid for plugs.
No.
Just letting you know.
Not yet. Not yet.
But we wouldn't say no to it. Okay, so my first experience with chibi or like super deformed from Japan was with Gundam model kits. The next photo I've got is 6. This could be the very first Gundam super deformed I saw, but it's actually just came out.
I used to build these. Like, way
I
back in the day.
tried to build them and I failed
Fun.
horribly.
They're fun to build. Not that hard.
Okay, well if you say that now, I'm
Not
gonna give
that
you this.
hard.
I'm gonna give you this Chibirama and see how quickly you put it together. You know. All right. But anyway, that was my first exposure to super deformed or chibi. I don't know what was yours.
It's funny. I was drawing chibi stuff before I even knew what it was because I had when I was a little kid, I had a day planner, and each page was about this big, and it was split into 3 sections, and each one had only just enough room. I tried to do a full body superhero, but I couldn't. There was not enough room, so I shrunk it down and made like a big head, and it just kind of like. I don't know. It just kind of came naturally.
It just makes sense, yeah.
So that's kind of like the origin of. And I've been doing these little chibi. I call them bubble heads because that's just what the name I came up with. But I've been drawing them for years and years. And now I know what chibi is. And now it makes sense that it's kind of a whole genre in and of itself of artwork. And once I discovered DeviantArt and all these kind of Instagram things and online, it's like, oh my God, everyone's been doing this. I'm not special, but that's okay. I try to do it in my own way.
Oh yeah, no, I think it's.
You can't speak directly into the mic.
Oh, just grab the mic.
My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
No, I think what's interesting is to see everyone's interpretation. It's obviously based on, basically little kids. I don't know, Mello. If you have a photo up there that's like Minnie Mouse, I think it's like 7 or something, but. It's based on kids like this, which this one's a little bit creepy. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, it's a cursed image.
But it's
definitely a cursed
we
image.
all respond. We said this on the panel, Mike. I think was that we all respond sort of to cute, childlike,
Yeah.
I love it.
characters.
That's my favorite.
Because it's like it's endearing and they need us and we love them.
Well, also, it's one of those things where you kind of could just easily put it on your desk at work. Yeah, it's small, compact, and it's cute.
Yeah,
Adds a little like flair.
I think in video games, what you were saying before about not having enough space, like the same idea was with the number of pixels you had.
That's right. Yeah.
So a character like Mega Man made sense. I know that horrible box art from that first video game that they released showed him all big and buff and crazy,
With a
but
gun.
then with a gun, and then you see him in the game, and he's like actually much more appealing.
Yeah.
He's small and cute, with a
Yes.
big head, little body.
Well, whenever they bring stuff over from Japan to the U.S. back in those days, it gets weird. It gets really interpreted really, really weird. Like half the time they haven't even played the game. It's like, okay, it's a blue guy with a gun on his hand. All right, I'll just.
They work with like what they got,
It's,
That's all I
it's
can say.
Pictionary. It's essentially Pictionary.
Yeah, it's gotten better though. It's gotten better,
But it's all about abstraction too. I mean, I see there's a Hello Kitty character there.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
that's not. It doesn't look anything like a cat, but it's also like got the fact that it's so simplified is what's really appealing to me as like a graphic artist. It's just 2 dots and a nose basically, and a
and
big
no
circle.
mouth actually.
And no mouth.
That's
and-
how she was designed.
But it's fascinating how you can really simplify something down to its almost bare minimum and still have it read as a cute character.
Yeah, I mean that's what's kind of amazing about it. And Hello Kitty is a great example. Powerpuff Girls, obviously, no nose. Here no mouth, here no nose, but you just
All
have these
eyeball.
huge eyeballs that are like bug-like almost, but it's somehow cute,
Yeah, very cute.
And one trend I was saying that they do now is they take, so this is cute, but then if you watch the show, you realize she has like laser eyes and she can like murder you easily with like a blink. It's like
she
taking.
has no fingers or toes to speak of.
No, she doesn't either. That's why it's simple, very simple.
yeah.
No fingers,
Easy
no
to animate,
toes.
just little
Um,
sausages.
But they take these cute characters or they take, say, like crazy strong characters and make them cute. I think Blizzard did a very good job with Cute but Deadly. So I don't know if you've seen the Cute but Deadly line. It's number 7 in our photo list. But this is kind of like a mock-up of all the Overwatch Cute but Deadly. So a lot of these characters are like crazy strong, and you would never think of them as cute. But here they are. They're kind of cute.
Yeah, they do.
Trick them down, make them big heads, tiny bodies, and still have the weapons.
And add a keychain to them.
And I gotta point out
Yeah.
the dude's belly button with the little X on it is just it's too much. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
So it can be done, There you go. But
Sure. Oh, that's
well,
great.
well, here, let's just jump to the next photo because I want to show off some of your work, Jeff. And this is kind of an
apparently,
overview.
according to Quentin, I look like a modern-day karate Jedi master. Thank you. Thank you for that.
So yeah, I want to give an overview of some of your work.
that'd be great,
Sorry if we
thanks.
just kind of made a collage of it, but a lot of
Oh,
times
that's
we're short in time, so we're like,
do
hey,
your
let's
thing.
just put all the photos into one image. But you talked about your bubble heads.
Yes.
And then you've got some other lines that I've seen, like these evolution.
Yeah, that's probably
lines
what I'm
you've been
best known for. I do these things called pop culture evolutions, and that's basically like I take a character or like a superhero or an actor, for instance, and I kind of draw their looks through the years as kind of a progression. And I just kind of started doing it for fun a few years ago, and people just seemed to love it, so I kept going. And
Oh, yeah, there you go. There's
there's
Harley Quinn
There you go.
from the
like a little evolution.
90s?
Like an
Yeah.
evolution chart.
Yeah, it's
Like a
kind of
Pokemon.
like a pictorial timeline, and then now she's got a new movie coming out next
Yeah.
year, so I'm gonna have to update it.
Yep.
Which is kind of like the cool thing about doing these is it's always evolving.
I love the one you did of Michael Jackson. That was like the most drastic, but it was like warranted because
I like
man,
that
that
one. I
guy's
like that
changed.
one.
Yeah, that one's great. Yeah.
Yeah, so here you can see Jason from the first movie when he was a little deformed kid, and then
His mom.
with the mom, and then the bag over his head.
Yeah.
And then
He didn't get the mask until like the third movie.
One. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's in the top right, and then when he was a zombie kind of monster, and I think that was part 7 or part 6. Oh God, someone's gonna correct me. But
Oh, and don't forget when he was
I don't remember.
almost kind of Corey Feldman.
Yes, yes. Tommy Jarvis. Yeah.
Oh,
here's,
and Spider-Man.
Spider-Man,
Yeah.
There you go.
Now, Spider-Man's definitely cute. I mean, just those big eyes. He always has big eyes.
He's very easy to chibi eyes because he's
Essentially shapes.
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
shapes. And I'm kind of working with a similar framework. Like everyone's got kind of a the head is the same dimensions as the entire body.
With Spider-Man though, he has like so many different costumes.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when
Oh,
you
yeah.
add in into the Spider-Verse and also the
sure.
video games.
Oh God, I mean I could be drawing these forever.
Yeah.
Back
so
to the
this is
Future,
So here's Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3 for each character, Doc and Marty. And it's pretty simple. I mean, pretty straightforward. You get the idea.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Hey, those guys are always adorable.
Yeah, these are a lot of fun. I mean, this is, everyone. My my favorite thing is to read my internet comments on Instagram, and everyone chimes in with like, "Hey, you forgot this and that," and I'm like, "I didn't forget it. I just
Chose not to use
I chose
it."
not to use it. I have to narrow it down to 6 characters.
Yeah.
And then
So you
that's-
actually read the internet comments.
I do, and I respond to them all for the most part. I try to anyway, unless they're like really hateful, in which case, delete.
Yeah. Was it? Do you take requests online for
Oh
characters?
yeah. I mean, if enough people request it, I will. But it's also something that I have to really be passionate about. Like,
Oh yeah.
if I got a lot of requests for like the evolution of like Al Pacino, which I have, like that's cool. I love Al Pacino. He's a great actor. But if you really think about it, all his most famous roles are, he's a guy in a dark suit.
Can we get the evolution?
It's not very exciting looking.
Yeah.
Evolution.
Can we get the evolution of Boba Fett from Clone Wars, like Daniel Logan without the helmet, all the way to like Fett and
it's
like
very
Strikes
possible.
Back?
Oh.
It's very possible. Well, I just did an evolution of the Mandalorians. So
Oh,
it
yeah.
started, I
Nice.
did like Pre Vizsla and Sabine and Boba Fett Holiday Special and Boba Fett Theatrical, and now.
And I
Mandalorian.
bet by season 2 of the Mandalorian show, you're gonna have like Mandalorian with that one shoulder done,
Yeah.
full armor, and however else they progress.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait because I know they're doing a couple of seasons. I guess.
Season 2 got a greenlit.
Yep. So I'm gonna wait until more iterations of the costume appear.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you guys watching, if you have any suggestions,
Yeah, you can
Blow
always
up
them
your
over.
social media.
Yeah.
Just don't be rude.
Yeah, don't be
'cause,
rude about it.
There's some rudies out there that
No, our viewers are all like very, very nice.
Okay, cool.
Very nice.
Okay.
Except for that one guy.
Except for that one guy, you know who you are. But has there ever been a character you've tried to make cute and chipify that just has been very difficult and you could not do it?
Not really. I mean,
No?
anything, if you really think about it, all it is just breaking it down to its core elements. I mean, even like a character like Alien, you know, you just give him a big childlike
Eggplant
zucchini
head.
head,
Yeah.
and this tiny little stick body, and it's cute. You know, it's just one of those
Yeah, I remember
things.
Dahveed, that the aliens figure that we got from YODA?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one's cute.
The Chibi one.
I guess
Yeah.
that's kind of cute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I take anything as a challenge. So no matter how gross and disgusting it is, I can make a cute version of it somehow.
Can you make a cute version of a maskless predator
I have, yeah.
without the mask? Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Check out my evolution of Predator. It's there.
That's cool. Yeah, man, let's see if there's another a photo. I think it was a compilation. They had like a lot of Jeff's images. So you can kind of see. I was very impressed with your range. I
thank
really
you.
liked
Thank
a
you.
lot of your work. And
Appreciate that.
some of the my favorite, though, I'm going to have to say, because I think of chibis and I think of kids, you know, playing with toys. And I like that you had a couple Star Wars characters playing with their toys.
Yeah, and a Ninja Turtle one too.
And a Ninja Turtle one, too.
Yeah, that was part of a series I was doing where like little Chibi Ripley was playing with the old 18-inch. Oh God, I think it was Kenner, the Kenner
Yeah,
old alien
yeah.
toy, and it was kind of popping out of the box, and she was cowering, and you know, it was because I love toys and I love movies and I love Chibis, so it was just like perfect storm of something to draw. So.
Oh, yeah. We'll get those images up in a
God
minute.
damn it, he did it. He did it.
Oh, wait, there's a predator. Okay.
There we go.
Those are
There we go.
cute. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a little pred alien, and then there's the elder predator, and the giant Shane Black, the most recent predator. I forget his name, but yeah, he's there.
Okay, I just had a horrible idea that I don't know how you're gonna chibi-eyes it and make it cute. I almost don't even want to say it, but I'm gonna say it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
The human centipede.
Oh God, no.
There you go. See, I found the one.
There you
thing
go.
that-
man.
Make
the
that
one
happen.
thing you can't do.
Just okay.
Or just shouldn't
I
do.
could do it. I'm just not gonna.
No, he's not going to do
I
it.
have
Don't-
I have a wide audience of mostly kids who like my work. I don't want to traumatize.
do
them.
not do it. Yeah. No.
But
Oh, okay,
Maybe
there-
maybe on a private commission we can talk.
Yeah. Okay, I think we've shown most of those, but yeah, there's some of your
Oh, yeah,
images.
there's a little Gollum. Yeah.
Oh, Gollum, yeah.
Yeah.
That was
You haven't
adorable.
seen that one yet.
Yeah. And yeah, let's take a look at those ones that are playing with the toys. Since we're a toy show here,
Yes.
let's talk about toys for a minute
I
too.
can talk about
and
toys all day
what
long.
was your first toy that really got you hooked, maybe as a collector?
Well, it should probably come as no surprise to you, but it was a superpower Superman. And I still have it. I still have
Yeah.
my original one from 1984, 85. And I used to carry it around with me all the time. And it's beat to hell. The cape is gone. But I still have it. It's still around. And that's why it was such a delight to find these again, because it really brought me back.
Those are high quality figures.
They
I
were.
mean,
They
they went a step down after that, and it took them
Yeah.
many years to get back to that level of quality. I mean, I don't know,
Yeah.
they were sturdy, they held together,
And
they
the
had that
joint-
little.
and the little pin joints on
Yeah.
the knees were hidden. Whereas I don't know if you know the Toy Biz ones, when they took over in the early '90s, they kind of like reused a lot of the molds.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they had the pins visible. They're like silver pins in their knees, and it looks terrible.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
those are no good.
Sadly, the Toy Biz were kind
Yeah.
of weak. I think it was finally like maybe Marvel Legends that
Yeah.
I could say maybe was a bit of an improvement. But
Yeah.
those superpowers really hold together.
Yeah, there was something about the simplicity of the way they look, and we talk about like simplifying things, and like when you're looking at that Superman toy, you're not seeing like Christopher Reeve, you're not seeing any one
Yeah.
particular actor or whatever. It's just like the perfect distillation of Superman,
Oh yeah.
and the perfect distillation of Batman and Robin.
And they worked in those action features without any cranks or
Yeah, it's all-
levers
Yeah, the
It
kung
was
fu
or
grips.
It didn't
Yeah.
Hinder the
Yeah.
articulation. It's just a perfect,
just-
perfect.
Yeah, it's like
little
a
package.
spring, like a little
punch,
spring
yeah.
inside or something,
Yeah.
or a little rubber band.
Yeah, and it came with a little mini comic book and a little collector card. I mean, and I think they retailed for like $4 or $5 back in the day.
Yeah.
It's just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
what a steal.
Well, honestly, $4 or $5 back then is now
It's
like
like
probably 10, 20
10 or
bucks
ele-
these
yeah,
days.
10 or 11 bucks now.
Yeah.
Yeah, inflation,
Yeah. Oh well.
adulting.
Okay. But anyway, yeah, if you
Yeah.
can put up those images of the Star Wars characters like playing with their toys, I thought that was adorable. And then we had one with was it Michelangelo playing with April O'Neil?
Yeah.
There we go. Oh yeah, that's
cute.
adorable.
That's cute.
There's
Yeah.
another bubblehead chibi of Ray and BB-8. And actually, I have a story with this one. Kathleen Kennedy actually has that hanging in her office.
Oh,
no
awesome.
way.
Which is like the greatest honor and thrill of my lifetime.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, she liked that piece.
So I'm also guessing you're really excited for the upcoming Rise of the Skywalker.
Sure.
Sure.
Why not? No, I am. I'm curious to see what they do with it. But, I was a little burned on Last Jedi. I'll be honest, but I'm a huge original trilogy fan.
What about the Mandalorian?
Oh, I love the Mandalorian. Yeah,
I think the Mandalorian is kind of like that's the one thing that's bringing all the Star Wars fans together.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Okay, I've got to see it. I got to see it.
You haven't seen the Mandalorian?
No, I
David.
haven't.
Good God,
Dude.
Okay.
Dude.
All right,
I
so
mean, I would have given you like 2 weeks, but dude, it's already past the 2 weeks mark. It's like you're on week 4 now.
Go ahead. Keep talking about Mandalorian.
No. Okay. Oh, it's so good. Okay.
All right, but anyway, so let's do a little speed challenge here. We got.
right. We're doing this
I was speaking of like something that is chibi eyes that not quite cute. Playmates, they
love
did
this
the Ninja
line.
Turtles and did a great job with that proportion of figures with kind of the big head, the little body, because the turtles are kind of like all like in that proportion.
5-inch
But
scale, yeah.
they tried it with Dick Tracy. I mean, it looks okay, but it doesn't look.
Do you want to know
Doesn't look great.
what one of the rarest figures in that line is?
I know which
I already
one.
know what
The
you're
blank.
gonna say,
The
The
blank.
blank.
Yep.
You cannot find
And
the
it's
blank.
right there on the back.
Yep,
You
there's
guys
2
can't
versions
see
of the blank. There's one that's actually just the blank face, another one where you can actually open, take off the head.
Remove
It's
the mask.
actually.
I've never seen
Madonna.
one. I know. I've never seen one ever.
I
but
remember when this came out, everyone was looking for that stupid blank.
Well, the
figure.
whole thing was the first one where you couldn't take the head off was they originally wanted to take the head off and it's Madonna, but they're like, wait, that would just spoil the entire movie.
Entire
and
movie,
honestly,
yeah.
it's not a spoiler now. It's been over 20 years at this point.
almost 30.
Yeah, 30 years. So it's not a spoiler, guys.
It's not a spoiler. Go watch the movie if you haven't. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, this is how we're gonna do it.
Okay.
Now this is the Chibirama from Vietnam. It's supposed to be
It's
able to
okay.
be assembled by like a 3-year-old, maybe with some parental.
So I
Well,
might need a
3
little
plus.
help.
3 plus.
3 plus. So these are pretty darn awesome. And if you haven't seen them, this is what they look like packaged over in. Well, I think we already showed the picture, but yeah, this is the package. The PDQ box when you get it, and then there's supposed to be blind box. But I heard in Vietnam they open the box anyway.
Well, they're not
so
really.
They're not taped,
I mean, you
really.
can-
so they
you can
they
easily
decided
see what's on
not
there.
to tape it, and also
I
the
know which one
bag
I got.
inside is clear. So
Okay.
okay, go ahead and let's.
You're not really
Are we
timing
time?
us, are you? Oh
Should
my
we
God.
time this? Okay.
Okay.
I'm looking at my watch. It's 8:03. Okay,
All right.
go ahead and go. Okay, they're off to a good start. They've both gotten it out of the box. Now you just have to tear open that bag pretty quickly and not lose the pieces. That's how I found out. I made mistakes with these.
I've already failed.
Okay, so who's got? Okay, Pow's got the bag already open and the
Alright,
pieces
bag's
is
open.
out. So I
Wait,
think
they don't
he's
even give you instructions.
no instructions, but there is a
for
picture
Pete's
on the
sake.
box. I
Okay.
think
So,
you can
okay,
look
we
at
got to go with the
as a
pictures.
reference. Now
Uh,
it, it's so self-explanatory. There's no instructions. There is a file card that they come with, but that doesn't help you with assembly. Oh,
How long are
and-
they supposed to take?
Okay, wait, there you go.
How long do we have?
How
Well,
long are they
you
supposed
have
to
as
take?
long as it's not. Oh, you're doing pretty well though. You're. These shouldn't take really more than like a minute to put together. They're
Wait, this
pretty
one-
simple.
This one doesn't even have any like little.
Yeah, that is. You got a very hard one.
Oh,
I actually originally gave you a very easy one just to make it not look bad for you, but now I think. Yep, Pao is almost done with his because
Man.
he got the easy one. So
right.
I'm not gonna blame you for this, but
All right.
you can spend the rest of the episode trying to get that together.
Sweet.
Um,
Oh boy, this doesn't even.
just say done when you're done, and but oh yeah, Pao's got quite a lead on you. I think he's got his figure already together. He's got the wave
I'm done.
assembled, and he's done.
1
So-
minute, 20 seconds.
Okay, 1 minute 20 seconds. So you can put this together in about a minute to 2 minutes.
Unless you're.
Unless you get one with the more challenging ones. That was one of the ones I was like, this is a little too hard. I think this one's a little too hard
Yeah.
because part of it is a balancing act. But I'm going to tell you, the new
Half of it's
Chibiramas.
invisible.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Some of it doesn't even have a plug. Like these two things, there's no real place to put them. Really, just kind of like put it on and hope for the best.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's one of the improvements. When I got involved in Toyzilla, I was like, you know what, we need to improve these a little bit so that they're a little bit more easy to assemble, as well as the chibis themselves.
2
I think-
minutes.
All right, hang on. I'm almost
It's
done.
all right. It's all right. We keep talking.
I'm almost done.
Um,
There's no spot for this. I don't understand.
now, sadly, this is green, so
Yeah,
you
no.
guys watching, you won't really. It'll look like
And
he's working on
also,
invisible.
actually, if you look at mine closely, there's 2 parts that's extra that's actually not even on the box or the instructions.
Yeah, there's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
The boat and this little shingle roof tile thing.
I don't understand how this is supposed to go.
Let me see. Let me see. Is that supposed to be with your set?
Oh, I see. Yeah, like this. I guess. I don't know.
Okay, you got pretty close. You got pretty close. Look carefully at that picture. See, this is like the fun of it. It's like you can put it together
This
different
is
ways.
challenging. Well, this is for a 3-year-old, and I can't even do it, so this is not good for me. Oh,
Well, a Vietnamese 3-year-old, so
Yes.
they're a little bit more
They have
advanced.
smaller hands.
Yeah.
Okay, I think
I think you got it.
that's pretty close.
That looks good
pretty
to me.
close.
3
That
minutes
looks
on the
good.
dot.
All right.
Okay, there you go. Not too bad. All right, so now,
Those are, I mean, it's beautiful to look at.
Yeah.
I mean,
sadly, this is green, so you guys watching, it looks
Yeah.
invisible. It looks like you've been playing with just
Hold it
yourself
up and I'll
the whole
deactivate
time.
the green.
But there's actually a Chibirama there. Okay,
Yeah,
you can see Pow's over there. It's see that one's awesome.
that's
He
really
is
nice.
But yeah, the boat and the little orange thing down here, they're not on the box.
Dude, I don't think that
They're
boat's a
not on
part
the
of your
box.
set.
I don't think
actually.
so either.
I don't see any. It doesn't. It's not in the
It,
picture.
well, it looks like it makes sense
Okay,
to be
get
on
rid
the
of it.
set,
Get rid of
but-
it, pal. Don't make us look bad here.
No, but these are. I mean, they feel good. They have like a really.
Yeah, they have a
pleasing-
heft.
A heft to them.
Yeah.
They're not like hollow, junky plastic. They actually feel really good.
To me, they feel like Smurfs. Like
Oh, yeah.
that was the first thing I collected.
PVC.
The PVC
Yep.
Smurfs. They were like a little bit give and bend to them.
They do have that plastic
and-
smell. They
Oh,
have
do
that
they?
plastic smell.
Oh, they're
The plastic toy
fresh. They're
smell.
Oh, yeah.
fresh
Yeah.
off the manufacturing.
It smells like a
line.
Nintendo
It's like-
Switch.
Yeah, these just came in from Vietnam like
I
today.
love that
So
blue translucent.
Yeah.
That is super cool.
yeah.
Wow.
So these are cool. The next set
I
is
got
going to be better.
Vietnamese.
Nice.
That's what
I got
Nice,
Vietnamese
yeah.
Aquaman here.
Yeah, that's super. Now these are like based on legends. Is that
They're
right?
based on the legends of Vietnam, and the story behind each of them is written on these follow cards, which is written in Vietnamese.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I don't understand.
So
what
if
the
you
hell.
can read
I'm
it,
not even going to attempt.
Nope.
I
That's-
Like,
I
a whole
can't
lot of
either.
nope.
But
Whole
that's
lot of
awesome.
nope.
Yep.
Yeah, if you go back and look at a previous episode or show, you'll see when we did like kind of a review of these, and Ken explained to us what
Oh,
each of
awesome.
these Chibiramas are. So I'm not going to even attempt to today, but this was our first unboxing of
Yeah, they're
the
really cool.
the first Vietnamese Chibiramas that came off the line.
These are perfect for like a desk or something.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and we obviously are learning a lot from these about how to improve them for the next batch. So when the Dr. Stone Chibiramas come out, they're going to be vastly improved
Now,
over
are you
these.
going to do like the clear bags? Or are you going to do like a opaque bag?
We are actually doing them so that
Are you gonna
you
actually
know.
put a piece of tape on the box?
No. It's you're actually okay. So it's gonna be a window box first of all.
Yeah.
But with a little graphic there that shows what the set looks like assembled.
okay.
So they won't really be blind box. You'll actually know
Okay.
which one you're getting.
That's good.
Oh, that's good. yeah, I
But they
prefer
are
that.
going to be just for the Kickstarter backers initially. So they won't know which one they're getting unless they buy the all 6 of
Yeah.
them.
Okay.
Yeah,
So it's
so-
like a blind box through Kickstarter.
A blind box through Kickstarter, but then you'll actually, if you get all 6, you'll get the complete run.
Guaranteed.
And if you buy just one, then you'll get whichever one you get. It might be Sukasa, right? Any of those guys don't like Sukasa because he.
David's gonna just
Killed
pick
the
him up,
lion and-
pick it himself. Like, yeah, you get this one. Yeah, you get this
It's
one.
not me. I'm
I
not going to
don't-
be
I
shipping
missed
them.
this story. Okay.
I'm not going to Vietnam to ship these out.
Okay.
But no, these are pretty awesome. I
Yeah.
like them. I was kind of thrilled when
Yeah,
I
they
saw
look
them
neat.
at DesignerCon, and
Yeah,
Scott
totally.
Zillner had them at his Toy Wizards booth, and we got to check them out for the first
Super
time.
Cool.
So pretty exciting.
Yeah, beautiful. Really nice.
All right, now next. Actually, we got pretty well through the speed challenge. I thought that might take the whole episode.
What are you
Let-
saying?
Okay, they're might be a little complicated, but they're not that complicated.
I thought for you, maybe, Mr. Pao, it might have been like the whole episode would be you trying to put it together.
Hey, I play with Legos and Mega Blocks. All right, all right,
Okay.
and Gundams.
No, thankfully it wasn't me putting it together because honestly, this one took me longer than it took you. So
This was a little tricky.
I couldn't get mine to hold together quite right, and you're pretty close, yeah.
I was kind of hoping to get the one with the facial hair, just because I have the facial hair.
Cool. Well, now let's talk about. You want to talk about Toys R Us?
Oh yeah.
Because I have a pain in my heart every time this year when I want to go shopping for Toys R Us because the holiday season is upon us.
That's what the
Miserable.
new
And
Toys R Us gonna look
Toyzilla,
like.
honestly, we're not trying to put down Toys R Us because I mean we still love it. We talked about it a lot.
Yeah.
You know, it's a completely different store than what we run. Because we are more like vintage and collector toys, and Toys R Us is like, hey,
The new
here's,
toys, the new
here's
toys.
toys that kids can grab and play with right off the
Just
shelf.
came out. Like they don't have any toys that's older than maybe a year.
Yeah. And sadly,
But-
those kids have no place to go now, so they come to our store and they rip toys off the shelf and play with them. And I'm like,
They don't understand mint in box.
It's like this toy is $500,
God.
and it's one of a kind, or it's a prototype, and I'm like, oh man, okay. But you know what? When we're gonna improve the store. I was gonna say that too. Toyzilla is gonna go through a renaissance. This is Toyzilla version 1. We're gonna demolish this entire building next month just to do version 2.
You're kidding.
No, this whole building is coming down like I don't know what the
Oh my
expression.
God.
But we're going to demolish this building just to make it a point that you like this store, but we can do better.
Wow.
That's what we're doing. But anyway, let's talk about Toys R
no
Us.
idea.
But yeah,
Because that's what Toys
as
R
we
Us
all
did
know,
too. They got rid of all their stores.
As we all know, Toys R Us went out of business like what last?
They didn't actually
last
go out
year?
of business though.
They went bankrupt. That's going out of business. Going bankrupt is going out of business.
They still had stores in Japan and Canada.
I believe that was owned by a different subsidiary. I think.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
They
anyway,
went out of business.
Toys
Okay.
R Us is coming back to the States. There's going to be only 2 brick and mortar storefronts. And if producer Mello could put up the picture, this is what they're going to look
Oh.
like.
Is that in a mall?
Yep, they're going to be, both of them are going to be in the mall. They're both going to
That
be in the
looks
mall.
pretty good.
They're going to be smaller. They're not going to be as a huge department store. It's going to be a lot smaller, a lot more concentrated. Because another thing that Toys R Us is planning to do is for them to come back, they're going to try to concentrate a little bit more on online sales.
Okay, because that's very important. Online sales, you actually make more money than foot traffic coming in.
And for those who want to visit these 2 Toys R Us, sadly, they're not in California.
Wow.
One of them is in the Galleria in Houston, Texas,
Oh.
and the other is in the Westfield Garden State Plaza in Paramus, New Jersey.
Wow.
So either go to Jersey or Texas. If
Jersey,
you wanna go
really?
To,
Jersey?
Yep, if you want to
Alright.
visit Toys R Us.
Field trip?
You
It
know,
sounds weird.
Toys R Us, they used to be Times Square, New York.
Yeah.
And now they're in Jersey?
No, seriously,
I mean,
it's like they just randomly pick like 2 locations in the U.S. Like, one's going
I
here.
think the rent is low there, is what I'm thinking.
I don't
don't think it's random.
I think they just threw a dart at a map.
I think
This
they
one,
were like,
2 darts.
okay, we spent too much money
There we
here
go.
before. Let's try to go with the cheapest location. Jersey is probably not that expensive. I'm guessing.
Nikki is saying one is in New Jersey right now.
Yes, it's open.
It's already open.
Yeah.
Hey, any of you guys out there going to that Toys R Us? I would love to see some
Yeah, check it
pictures
out.
and
Yeah,
what
definitely send
where
it
they
to us.
selling.
Yeah, like
Any exclusives or
8,000
just
pics.
Constable Zuvios.
yeah.
send pics to the Toyzilla Live Facebook page, and if you haven't liked our Facebook page, please like it.
I might just make a trip out to Jersey. I mean, it's either that or Canada. I'd probably go.
Well, you need to do
Canada.
something while you set the new store anyway.
Well, who knows? I'm more likely actually to go to Japan. We'll see. We'll see. Japan, Jersey.
That'd be cool.
No, Japan.
Hey,
Right?
David,
No contest.
I think we got a
I've always
mail
wanted to go to
call.
Japan.
I think do we have time for a mail call?
Yeah.
We got a little. I got a little fan mail in the
Oh.
Toyzilla.
Wait.
mailbox.
We don't know what this is.
We don't know
I
what
need a
this is.
mask. I need to sit on the other side of the
This
room.
is from
This could be a bomb.
our fan Dominic Cave. And yeah.
Okay, well,
Send
you're
me
at least
some
going to be
stuff.
my buffer. For
I'm
whatever some
hoping
reason.
Is it
it's
sticking at
not
all?
food because it's been about a month since we got it. We just haven't had time for a while.
All right, let's see how long this unboxing takes.
Ah.
All right, Michael's got the box in hand. He's tearing for
I'm
it.
gonna-
Nothing
I'm
graceful
gonna-
about
I'm gonna
it.
Peek into it really quick.
See if it's
just in
lingerie
case.
or
I mean,
condoms
okay.
or something
Oh my.
Whoa.
Oh, it's well packed.
I think it's artwork.
I think it's artwork.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love artwork.
Yes. Now, is it appropriate for this audience?
I hope so. And by the way, I actually know this fan. I met Dom years back at Dragon Con. We bonded over our mutual love of Hunter S. Thompson and Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Nice. Okay, now you only get one swear word on the show, and if that is inappropriate, that counts as your swear word. Same thing when you talked about Batman's, dong. Or
That was just one time.
okay,
Good
I only
job,
I only talked about Bat Dong once.
okay,
I still own that issue.
which is worth a lot of money now.
I have that one too.
You have it too? Oh man, I'm the only one who didn't
Well,
get it.
I love Lee Bermeo, and I picked it up just without even looking at it, as I do all of his books, and I got to page 12 or whatever it was. I'm like, all right,
Cool.
cool.
And you
This
saw,
is-
you saw Bat Dong.
I did, and I was just like, oh, this is not going to be good for DC. I immediately went on Twitter, and sure enough, boom.
Oh really?
Oh, it was lighting up. Yeah, people were like, excuse me.
This is
Yeah.
really well packed.
Yeah, what have you got there? Good God.
Let's see. Okay, well, we can talk a little bit more while you're doing that. Because is there any projects up and coming you've got?
Yeah, I haven't actually publicly said anything, but why not?
Are
now?
you allowed to, or
I,
will you be shot
yeah.
down and struck down?
Well, I hope not. But
Go ahead and say it and let's see what happens.
Well, I'm going to do another Kickstarter this spring, and it's going to be basically
cool.
like a compilation of 8 years of evolutions. I want to do like a beautiful coffee table book in time for next Christmas, and just have the whole collection.
That's a
Everything
great
everything
idea.
I've ever done, and I've been doing this for 8 years.
8 years, and you're very prolific,
So
so
which is crazy.
that's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, that's the plan. So
Back that Kickstarter.
keep an eye out. Yeah, I'll follow me on social media, and I'll post about it, I'm sure. But wow. Okay. Oh, let's see how
Oh, let's see.
inappropriate this is.
As long as it's not green, you can see it too. Let's see.
Oh my goodness. Okay, that's pretty good.
It's pretty awesome. Oop, one
That's
side came
awesome.
off.
That's really cool.
Wow. This is an artist who sent this, I
Yeah.
guess.
I guess it's appropriate.
Fantastic.
Oh man.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
apparently he knows my love of Dungeons and Dragons.
Let's see.
Oh, nice.
And I got on the back it says to Michael Pao, title King of the Roll. Here he goes, one of God's own prototypes, a high-powered mutant of some kind, never even considered for mass production. Too weird to live and too rare to die. Hunter S. Thompson. Thank you, Dom.
Amazing.
Thank you, Dominic. I am gonna hang this up in my room.
Oh my god.
You know what? No, I'm
It
gonna
goes on your mantle,
No, I'm
right?
putting this until whenever they kick us off air. This is gonna be here at Toyzilla on our desk next to
Oh,
me.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I was gonna say otherwise above the fireplace on the mantle
Yeah.
next to your lions' heads and giraffes, all the animals you've killed.
Incredible.
I could go in the
I
bathroom
know.
right above the toilet.
Above the toilet. Yes.
I have no idea how to attach this. I'll figure out how to attach this later, but I'll just hold this up for now.
Yeah. Hold up for the rest of the show.
Yeah, I'll hold it up for the rest of the
All
show.
right. That's awesome.
Well
now
done.
I saw your. That's perfect for you because. Man,
love
how many sides that die? 12-sided.
20-sided dice.
20-sided,
D20.
yeah.
D20.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Dominic. Thank you. I
That's very
love
good.
this. I love this. You hold a very, very special place in my heart now.
And
Thank
above
you.
his toilet soon.
Yeah, above my toilet soon.
Well, so let's talk about some events that have been going around. I used to live in Hollywood. I used to catch the Hollywood Parade
Same here.
every
Yeah.
year,
Yeah.
which was really cool because it started Hollywood Highland and it
Yeah.
kind of went down through the ghetto, let's just say, and people like at one point got afraid for their lives because it got into some rough neighborhoods.
It's no longer in the ghetto. It's like right in front of the Man's Chinese Theater now.
Well, that's where it starts.
Yeah.
But then it doesn't.
No, it ends at the Man's Chinese Theater. I think it starts somewhere near where Buffalo Wild Wings is.
I think it starts in Inzer and loops around. But I'm just telling you, there's
It's
parts.
it's a 3-mile parade.
It's still Hollywood. There's still some scary areas, and Santa's got to carry a little. He has to pack something. I'm just telling you. But you were there.
I
right?
was there. Yes, I was actually there working. I was I was a liaison to the Star Wars costuming groups.
Nice. The 501st?
The 501st. Yep, there we
Oh.
go. It's the 501st,
Wow.
Rebel Legion, the Droid Builders Club, and the first time this year, the Mandalorian Mercs.
Nice.
wow.
Yeah.
Is that you in the photo? Right?
That was me taking the photo
Oh,
on
okay.
top of the
was gonna say
roof,
that was you.
the garage.
That's amazing.
Yeah. We had, I want to say, over 150 costumers this year. It was
Wow.
a lot of people. It was awesome.
They came out in force.
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
There
look
we
at
go.
all that.
Yeah. See up there, we got
That's
the Mando Mercs.
great.
And if you're interested in joining the Mando Mercs, I'm actually one of the founders of the LA chapter. You can join the Mando Mercs. We have a forums on I think just look up Mandalorian Mercs. It'll pop up. But yeah, we have a lot of people interested in doing the costume ever since the Mandalorian came out.
Yeah. Oh, those are sick.
Yeah. Probably keeps you warm too.
Oh yeah.
Not as warm as that guy, but
Chewie.
chewy.
And what's awesome about the Mandalorian Mercs is we're one of the three big Star Wars costuming groups. We have a chapter in almost every state. We have a chapter in every state. We have almost a chapter in every single country across the world.
Wow.
And you kind of get a little bit more freedom when creating your costume for this costuming group. Basically, it's custom Mandalorians.
So cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And we'll teach you how to make the armor. We'll give you a list of vendors you get your helmet from. All that stuff on the forums.
Michael, do you cosplay? Or
Used to do it a bit, a little less now.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm working on a new Mandalorian costume myself. I want to make the Mandalorian costume.
Nice.
That's gonna be about $2,000, $3,000.
Is it really?
Yeah, if you want to be totally exact.
Wow.
About
Oh.
$2,000.
Now, were we talking like the first episode where you had like kind of the
Yeah,
brown armor,
I
or
want to do
like
the first.
upgraded.
I want to do the first
silver?
episode because I'm always down with the dirty and gritty.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a great group. And also, we do a lot of awesome charity work. We visit orphanages, children's hospitals. We do Walk for the Cure. We do like library events, literacy programs, all that cool stuff.
Wonderful. Yeah, that's great.
Cool. Very nice. Yeah.
How can you participate if you're not a cosplayer?
If you're not a cosplayer, we have people also called armor wranglers who assist us. Like after walking 3 miles in a parade, you get thirsty and they'll, give you a
Is there
bottle
a
of water.
hole for like a straw?
Sometimes.
Okay. I was wondering that.
Yeah. There's also other stuff you could do. Like you could be a maker. You could create stuff for other people. Or we actually have a bunch of artists who are part of our group who don't really necessarily cosplay, but they become honorary members because they contribute to pretty much the group as a whole.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. Nice.
Yeah. I can't wait for a Star Wars celebration in, I think,
Next year?
oh yeah, early next year.
Yeah, in LA.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
I went to the Chicago one last year. It was
Yeah.
really tight.
It's really awesome. It's really
That's cool.
awesome. This year, it's going to be in Anaheim.
Yes.
Yeah. Anaheim.
I got my tickets already.
Nice.
Oh, you got your tickets to Star Wars,
I got-
the
yes.
movie?
Of course.
Oh, I got my
Yeah.
tickets to
Yeah.
that. Like
Opening night Thursday.
opening night, private theater.
IMAX.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a friend of mine.
wow.
We always, for the last 3 movies, she rents out a private theater. And it's just us. We do a raffle, and all the proceeds to the raffle goes to a charity.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. Who
So
gets
some-
invited to that? It's just you? A two-person?
Two-person show.
show?
No, it's I think this year we got kind of a smaller theater, but it was one of the theaters where you get the plush, chairs with the
Oh,
recliners and
yeah.
everything.
Sweet.
That's
But
nice.
this one, I think it's about a 40 to 50 person theater.
Oh, okay. No, that's really good. Yeah.
But yeah, it's and I promise I won't reveal any spoilers
No. Oh, man.
until at least March. It's February,
March.
February, March. I
Oh,
think
that's
is a good
very
time.
nice of you.
February,
yeah.
March.
That's
a good-
probably about the time I'll see it, right?
Oh, no.
About the time I'll see The Mandalorian on Disney Plus. Okay. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting until I want to marathon it. I don't want to
No,
have
it's
to
great.
wait.
It's
No,
so good.
It's so good.
Really?
Yeah. You
Okay.
Should, you should go see it.
Good
Right now.
shows I like to marathon. I don't want to watch one episode and have to wait.
This one's
like,
actually
a week.
good watching it like one by one.
Really?
Because
Okay.
what I do is I watch it, then I watch it a couple more times. I also what is it?
Look at all the memes.
Memes. Look at the memes. Honestly, the costumes and the props, all that stuff is top grade. One of my favorite things. This is not a spoiler because For the credits, they show the artist's concept art.
Yeah, that's really
Oh.
And the concept art looks
Nice.
amazing. I want to buy. I know we all know there's going to be an art book of those.
there
There's
concept
gonna be an
art.
art book.
Yep.
I want to get that art book. That's like
I'm just waiting for the plush Baby Yoda that
May.
they just announced.
in May.
Oh,
That's gonna
well,
be out in May.
you want to jump to
God.
that right now?
Okay, well, let's
New toy news.
Yeah, let's talk to this.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
let's go to new toy
Oh,
news.
good segue.
Since you brought it up,
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
we already talked about Baby Yoda,
Yeah.
and
I'm gonna put
Look,
this here.
look at this thing. Oh my God. How can you not want this?
we are gonna carry Baby Yoda
Yep.
at Toyzilla. This morning I already ordered
Yep,
from
that's-
Funko. Not
this is gonna
one,
be
but
the toy of the year. I get
this plush.
this plush. Yeah.
This
there's-
one
Yeah.
is the 11-inch vinyl head plush from Mattel Disney. And it's going to be released on May 27th. And you guys want to guess how much this one is?
Ooh.
Costing
I
on-
already
Wait, does
know
it do
how much
anything?
is, so I'm
No,
not
it's a
gonna say.
plush
It's a plush. It's
a
just
plush.
cute. 11
with a
inches.
vinyl head. With a vinyl head.
With a vinyl head, I'm gonna say they're gonna do around $20.
$20?
Yeah.
Well, I already know how much it is. It's 25. So.
Oh, we got insider information here.
No, that's not the exact.
$24.99.
All right. That's
Oh.
Good lord. Yeah, because I.
You pre-ordered one.
You pre-ordered it.
Of
Okay.
course.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
All right. Next one. Can you put up the pop? The
yeah.
pop?
Now there's two sizes on this pop.
two sizes
I
on the pop.
pre-ordered it this morning for the store, so
That's
we're getting both of these.
I like the
same
small one
pose.
better.
Same
It
pose.
looks like the mouth. If you look at very
Mouth
carefully,
is
the mouth is a
smiling?
little bit
the
sadder.
bigger one is
Yeah.
smiling.
Yeah.
Big
I
one's
like,
smiling, small one's kind of.
I like the sadder, frowny face on the small
I
one.
honestly, I kind of wish it was doing like maybe a different pose, or maybe one of them is. Oh, I can't say it because
Oh,
that's a
they're
spoiler.
gonna do, no,
'cause
they're
it's a
gonna do another
spoiler.
one with his little egg carrier thing.
No,
That's not a spoiler.
not the A carrot. The other one, the latest
no,
episode.
I
what
know
he
what you
does.
mean. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it, but yeah.
No, okay. Here, let me. While you have that photo up, Michael, let me ask you this: does this look to you like a pop, or does it just look like
It just looks like Baby
a
Yoda.
figure? Now,
it
here's
just
my
looks like
question:
Baby Yoda, but Baby
Every
Yoda looks like a pop.
Has a completely round
Yes.
eye.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they
And
changed
I was thinking, Funko, are you going to keep to your aesthetic, design aesthetic, and keep this perfectly round, soulless, dead eyes? That sounds bad. But I mean,
Shark
it was
eyes, I
completely
call 'em.
round shark eyes. There you
Yeah,
go. Or are you going to make it, what's appealing about this character is, the childlike nature and the little shape of that eye. And they actually broke the rule of that model and making the eye completely
Yes,
round and
that's
black.
true. I noticed that right away.
Yeah.
They do break their own rules occasionally, but yeah, this
For
is
the
very noticeable.
for the
They
sake
sort
of
of have
cuteness.
to,
For the
yeah.
sake of cuteness.
yeah.
Because I think
But,
when
yeah.
Pop started all their, they had a really angular head.
The flat, there was a
No
flat
nose.
face.
Yeah.
Always the
I mean,
flat.
they had a nose, but it was a very.
It's like a cube
sharp
head. It's
nose.
like
Yeah.
a cube-like
Yeah.
head.
Mouth.
yeah.
Like Hello Kitty, no mouth, right?
Yep.
And now they've kind of broken a lot of their rules and changed it to make it a little bit more appealing, more detailed. I think.
But yeah, no, I
Um,
still say I kind of wish either the bigger one or smaller one, a slightly different pose.
Yeah,
Just a
I agree
slightly
with that.
different pose.
But my only point is this just doesn't feel like a pop to me
Mm-hmm.
because of the eyes
I'm
not
okay with
being
it. Though. I
completely
think it looks
round.
cute. I think it
Also,
looks cute.
Baby
I love
Yoda-
it
well,
though. I'm
Baby
not saying I
Yoda-
don't like it.
Well,
but
Baby Yoda in a series looks like a pop already.
That's true. Well, you're gonna
Good
see
point, good
100
point.
different versions
Yeah.
of Baby Yoda for everything.
I'm
so
sure,
you're
yeah.
gonna get
I'm waiting for a 1/1 scale Baby Yoda
Yes.
doll to carry around.
Hot Toys,
Yeah, I
yes.
want to carry around
Yeah.
like a papoose during celebration.
Do you remember when Hot Toys did that like 1-to-1 Baby Groot? And
Yeah,
everyone just like went nuts?
yeah.
They're gonna do that for
I
this
wa- I-
too.
I hope, I
guarantee
hope,
it.
Yeah,
I
I'm sure they will.
I hope so.
Guaranteed.
All right, next up, can you put up the Mortal Kombat image, producer Mello? Yep. This is Mortal Kombat from the Mortal Kombat Versus series. It's Sector. It's a 1/12 scale collectible from Storm Collectibles. Highly articulated.
These guys are awesome.
4 different hands, smoke missile effect, fatality effect, flame effects, set to be released on January 2020. Guys want to guess how much this one is?
I'm not good at this.
I don't collect Storm collectibles, but I know they're not cheap.
They're not cheap. They're at least as much as a 112 Mezco, which is averaging $80. But
And
now
this is so detailed too.
since
is
this
also
is
an
also a
exclusive.
Big Bad Toy Store exclusive,
Yeah.
That's gonna
I'm
bump
gonna
it
say
$9 or $10.
I'm gonna say $89.99. But I might be way
Uh,
off. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a stab in the dark and it's $100. I don't know.
Okay.
David, you are right on the money.
Whoa.
$89.99.
I'm getting good
And
at
that's
guessing.
why he owns a toy store.
Yep. All right. Next up, we have. Can you put the X-Men image on?
Oh yeah, Cyclops.
X-Men. Yep.
Yes, this one looks nice.
Yep.
Oh.
This is the X-Men Battle Diorama Series Cyclops statue from Iron Studios. It's a 1/10 scale made out of polystone and hand painted. Going to be released in the fourth quarter of 2020. I just want to guess how much this one
Ooh,
is.
now the statues are just hard to predict because
Yeah,
they're all
very.
over the place. But
And he also has the optic blast
He has the
effect.
optic blast effect. Okay, this is at least $200, but it's probably even more than that. I'm gonna say $299.
Well, no, 1/10 scale that's small.
1/10.
That's only like
Oh, is that-
Yeah, it's
9
1/10.
inches. So
I might have been off.
Yeah, I'm gonna say if it was like 1/6 scale or 1/4 scale, I'd say yes. But
That's bigger, yeah.
but
you're
yeah,
right.
1/10 scale, I'm gonna 125.
You are the closest. $169.99.
Okay,
Yeah.
I went for broke. I was off on this one statue.
Yeah, but I don't understand what's
previous
going on
episode.
in that picture. He's fighting Iceman, or
I think he's just there
What's
in an
happening?
ice-like area.
He's jumping.
Yeah.
Yee.
Well, we're going back to the Mandalorian for our last
Okay.
new toy news
What is this?
because it's a Mandalorian.
It's a
It's actually
Mandalorian.
not the Mandalorian. It's
Oh,
the
this is so
heavy
sick.
infantry
Sideshow
Mandalorian,
Oh,
or
God.
as a lot of folks on the Facebook are calling it, Ham. Heavy armored Mandalorian.
oh, nice.
It's also John Favreau.
And John Favreau.
Oh, is that right?
It's voiced by John
His voice,
Favreau,
his voice, his
but
voice.
it's another person.
I was gonna say, damn, John
Yeah,
Favreau.
because what is
Wow.
it? The same actor that remember in. It's not a real spoiler. Basically, it's a random dude, the big dude in the bar from the first episode.
Okay.
That's not a spoiler.
No.
Yeah. Well, basically, that's him.
Okay.
It's the big guy in the,
Nice.
in the
But
bar in
John
the first
Favreau
episode.
also did the voice of that
Pre
four-armed
Vesla.
alien. Well, that too.
Yeah.
But that four-armed alien in Solo. Remember?
Oh,
He,
yeah,
I
yeah.
forget his name because I only watched the movie once and hated it. But, yeah, I forget that. Yeah, he was that like kind of ape that's like a four-armed ape.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Well, this one is
Anyway.
a 1/6 scale
1/6
collectible figure from Hot
This is
Toys,
so cool.
coming with 7 interchangeable hands, heavy blaster, knife, jetpack, and special themed base. Going to be released around October to December 2020. You guys want to guess how much this
Wow.
one is?
Now, I'm probably gonna be.
It's not going to be as cheap as the Black Series figure, which I actually just got.
Oh, nothing
you
is
did
gonna be
it.
that.
yeah,
cheap.
giant one.
yeah, from the exclusive from
Yeah.
Best Buy.
Best Buy. Yeah, nice. Good job.
Yeah. Those
Shout out to
figures are
shout
about
out to
20
Ray.
bucks.
I mean, shout out to Ray, Roy, because my 501st Connect, he got me that because he orders everything in bulk.
Wow.
I might just go with my guess from the last one, which was way off, but this one is 1/6, so it's probably at least around that $300 mark. So let's say $299.
$299,
$275.
$275. You guys are kind of almost. You guys are super close. It's both of you guys are super close in the neighborhood. $281.
Whoa,
Okay.
that's a weird number.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah,
Well,
also right now you can actually
maybe I'll
put-
win the lotto someday.
You could actually put this one along with the Mandalorian Hot Toys figure. I think you can put it on a payment deal right now with Hot
good.
Toys.
Yay.
Yeah, I think you have to pay $50 a month.
Jeez.
Okay.
I was gonna say I'll hold it.
Okay.
I would love to have a Hot Toys collection. Oh man, I just look at those, and every year at Comic-Con I go and I just drool at the sideshow booth.
Yes,
I really think I'm
sadly.
gonna buy the Hot Toys figure. I'm gonna
Sadly,
buy the
Toyzilla
Mandalorian.
doesn't
Yeah.
own any Hot Toys or Sideshow Collectibles right now.
Oh,
It's
no.
one of those things that we're trying to get up there. But I mean, the customer came in. If you pre-order it, we will get it.
Sure.
If you don't, we can't afford it. So
Well, do you remember
Yeah.
when sideshow figures? And this is when I started collecting them. They were $55.
yeah,
Back like in 2007, 2006, 2007, and it was affordable and it was fun and it was no big deal. Now $300 each, like come on.
But at least I
They're really cool,
yeah, I
but
see it this
jeez.
way though. At least with the Hot Toys, because you could buy them on a payment plan, paying about $50 a month. I don't feel as guilty.
yeah.
they could also sell them to you piece by piece. And I know some people actually do sell them like that on eBay
Like a
online.
Build-A-Figure Hot Toy?
Yeah.
No, they're like, hey, you just want the
No, I've
helmet?
seen people
buy
who've done
this.
that,
Just,
yeah.
Yeah.
Or you get a regular figure, and they're like, hey, here's the helmet, here's the backpack, and you can
Right.
piece it together and pay for it little by little. It's like installment plans, but you get at least a piece of it at a time. But
Makes sense.
yeah, Someone advised me to do that this past weekend. So I went to a really awesome show called the SoCal Joe Show.
What's that?
It's a G.I. Joe show in SoCal.
In Lake Elsinore.
Lake Elsinore, yeah.
New 501st friend of mine. It's actually runs the costuming group up there. Yeah.
Oh, they had some
Actually,
really good
shout out
costume
to
group, yeah.
my friend Lawless.
Very cool.
You're
yeah.
friends with Lucy Lawless?
No, not Lucy Lawless. His last name is Lawless, though.
No relation or
No relation.
Okay. But anyway, it turned out to be a really good show. It wasn't just G.I. Joes, which I don't know a whole lot about, but it was.
Yeah, we
kind
do
of
have a section on just G.I. Joe in the store.
We do, and I kind of rated that and took it over to the Joe Show, and we did all right. We sold our G.I. Joe Street Fighters, which we still have more in the store, so don't worry. But it was a great show. It took place in a bowling alley. Yeah, pins and pockets. So it was like, bowling and
G.I. Joe.
and G.I. Joe and, and liquor. They had a bar. So
Oh, good.
it was a good show. But yeah, no, we had fun. And
really awesome.
yeah, Lake Elsinore, it's a little bit of a drive, but I recommend you guys. They do the show twice a year. They have an exclusive G.I. Joe figure, which I picked up just for the store so you guys can see it.
Cool.
Yeah,
We'll show it off the next show.
We'll show it off next show.
Yeah.
So that was just this past Sunday.
Speaking of which, we are getting to that time. So really quick, what events do we have coming up?
Well, this month, December 21st, we have the Toyzilla Swap Meet, which is our last swap meet of the year. We're planning to continue the swap meets, but probably find another location since this one may not be available next year. But definitely come out. Great chance to do a last-minute Christmas shopping, get your collectibles. I looked at the forecast. No rain. No rain. Rain
Good,
or shine,
good.
we are doing this thing here. Trust me. You got to come to the Toyzilla Swap Meet Saturday, September. I'm sorry, why did I say September? December 21st.
Awesome.
Yeah, right in our parking lot.
Anything else?
As far as events, not till next year, but
Okay.
we have
Next year,
Anime LA,
yeah, Anime LA. I was going to say
which
that.
we're set up right next to the voice cast, doing the signings. It was very
So you
exciting.
can buy your stuff to get signed there.
Yeah, we'll have your pops. You can just buy it there and get signed right there.
And Jeff, what's the next show we're going to see you at?
Well, DesignerCon was my last show of the year. I'm not doing another one until WonderCon, which is
WonderCon.
next
Ah,
spring.
WonderCon.
So
All
I've
right.
got a nice little reprieve. I can relax, get
Very
some
cool.
more art for you guys.
Very cool.
And I post every week on social media. So
And we have, let's see, what is it? Mel, do we have the image for New Year's? Because I know Nerdbot is going to throw a New Year's party. The
Oh, yeah,
Gotham
we do.
Gatsby.
Oh, cool.
It's called Nerd Nights for 15. Entrance is only $15, and each ticket gets a free unlimited game card. Gonna have free easy parking, nerd karaoke, live music, drink specials, and gaming. December 31st. And yeah, come down and have a
This
good
actually looks
time.
really
Yeah, that actually
In
looks-
Arcadia.
I was
Yeah.
gonna stay here in the building when they
Starts at 8
demolish
p.m.
it
Yeah.
January
come
1st,
down,
but I
come
think
down.
that looks more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be a little more fun.
I was
Eh.
looking for something to do on New Year's.
Yep,
and that
there we
might
go.
just be
There
the
we go.
thing.
And also to see what else do we have? Let's get that. Then we also have Anime Los Angeles.
there you go.
January 9th to the 12th. In Ontario, which honestly is kind of weird. Like Anime Los
It's
Angeles
not that
in
far.
Ontario. No, I'm saying it's called Anime
It sounds
Los
like Canada,
Angeles,
I
but
know.
it's in Ontario.
Well, that's okay.
But let's see, what else do we have? We also have Anime Pasadena has been announced via Nerdbot.
Yes.
Always a great event. I'm not sure we have an image for that one yet.
There is another show the same time as Anime LA, which if you don't like anime, you can go to Long Beach Comic Expo, which our friend Lauren is she's helping run.
Very cool.
So if you just don't like anime, screw
Yeah.
Anime LA. But if you
Don't say that. We're gonna be there.
I mean, Anime LA is an amazing, incredible show, but if for some reason there's a malfunction in your brain and you don't like anime, which I can't imagine because anime is incredible, then maybe go to
But yeah, if you
other
want to
show.
get information also on Anime Pasadena, it should be on the Nerdbot page or the Anime Pasadena page. But yeah, so that's it for events. Jeff, where could we find you on the interweb social medias?
You can find me everywhere at Jeff Victor Art, which is on the bottom of the screen. That's my Twitter, Instagram and Facebook page, so easy to find. Or just Google Jeff Victor, and you'll find a million things.
Very cool. Dahveed, where can we find you?
Oh, well, you can find me here at Toyzilla until the building gets demolished, and maybe I'll still be
Quit
here
being so
in
negative.
spirit.
Oh my God.
But you can find me at Toyzilla store on Facebook and
All
Instagram.
right. And you can find me all over the interwebs, such as my Facebook page, which is kind of my hub. It's facebook.com/Michael Pao does stuff, because I do a lot of stuff. You can
does a
also
lot of
find
stuff.
me, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, all at Mr. Kapao. That's MRKAPAO. And I'm also the editor-in-chief of Suit Up Geek Out. We are a men's fashion lifestyle site. And and I also have a new project on Facebook called Aesthetic Retro. Shoot us a like there if you can. And see what else. I will be on the Blank Slate LARP show in just a little bit, right after this show, in fact. So
Get on your running shoes and start
yeah.
running over.
Check us out on the Scabby Rooster channel on Twitch. So
And
yeah.
by the way, just to clarify, Toyzilla version 2 is going to be better, and we will be there. So we're not going at business. We're just walking across the street.
But
So.
until next time, be good,
Awesome.
be great, be awesome.